What's up, you guys, and welcome to another special edition Beehive episode of Toni Approved. If this is your first time checking out my channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe so you stay in the know for everything that Toni Approved has coming at you guys. Welcome to 2020, you guys. I am back with a new video for Beyonce on every month, every 4th of the month. One of the main reasons why I was a little skeptical of doing this because I didn't really know what life would kind of throw at me, and I didn't want to tell you guys the video was coming and then it doesn't, and that's kind of what happened in the last 3 months. But I'm back trying to be consistent and let you guys give you guys some more content about Queen Bee. So for the starters, since we're only 4 days into the decade, we might as well go ahead and take a little flashback look at 2010 through 2019 of what Beyonce gave the Beehive. Now, of course, she gave us so much stuff, but I just want to highlight some of my favorite things, the things that was brought to my attention via the Beehive group on Facebook that I belong to. When it comes to Homecoming, Lemonade re-release, and The Lion King, I actually shot a video for this previously, but I didn't get a chance to release it, so I'll just throw those clips in as I'm talking about different things. First of all, I did a whole rundown of my favorites on the Elle magazine shoot that she did. I'm gonna leave that video right here. I actually uploaded the same time I uploaded this one, so pause this one, check them out, and then come back to this one. Now for the I Am tour, I wasn't able to go to Beyonce's concerts at this time, but I was definitely living vicariously through all of her DVDs, which we got 2 during this time. We got the World Tour and the Live in Las Vegas, 2 completely different DVDs, 2 completely different shows, sets, and feels. Loved them both. And we also got our first live album from Beyonce. I'm telling y'all, back in the day, watching those DVDs, I used to watch them
over and over and over and over and over again, man. I used to love watching my Beyonce DVDs.
Then we get into the Mrs. Carter show, another show I was unfortunately unable to attend, and we actually didn't even get this show on DVD. I mean, we got a few performances as a bonus on our self-titled album and a series on HBO, so I guess we should be thankful for that. But yeah, we didn't really get that show. What I was most excited about this tour was when we got Grown Woman at the end. That's what I really wish I was able to see, was Grown Woman being performed live, just getting all that energy, because Grown Woman is definitely in my top 3 favorite Beyonce songs of all times. The Formation tour. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. This is when I started attending the shows, and I actually got to see this show twice. You guys, I'm pretty sure I already talked about this on my channel. I'm going to talk about it again. I got to see it in Houston, Texas, and Atlanta, Georgia. 2 different opening outfits, 2 different sets of opening acts, basically 2 different shows with a little bit of the same set list. One show I got to sit front row, second show I got to sit a little bit further back so I can enjoy everything. Yeah, Beyonce just killed it. The Formation show was definitely like, oh my gosh, it's gonna live forever in my mind. On the Run 1 versus On the Run 2, got to see both shows. On the Run 1 was actually the very first show I got a chance to see. It's a show that I spoke everything into existence. I told myself, okay, I sat on the side for this show, but the next show, I'm gonna go to a Beyonce show twice. I'm gonna sit front row, and I'm gonna be closer to the stage up there. And what do you know? I've experienced all of them, so speak things into existence, the power of words. On the Run show was the first time I actually really dug deep into Jay-Z's music. It was definitely sickening. I love the mask that she wore when she opened it. Definitely my favorite outfit off that tour. And then the On the Run 2 tour, saw that in Orlando, Florida. I saw On the Run 1 in New Orleans, and then I saw On the Run 2 in Orlando, Florida. And I've done a video for my response to this one already, but also, you know, she wore my favorite outfit on one of my favorite outfits as an opener for that show, so I was happy about that. Now, Rebel is another show that I actually live vicariously through on the DVD. What's funny about this show is I remember getting a DVD, and because I had a friend, my friend Deidre went to the show, and I remember Googling and looking at the set list of the show and seeing that she sung X Factor by Lauryn Hill on the show, her own rendition, and I was so disappointed that we didn't get it on the DVD. But look at God, I got to see her perform it live for the first time in my very first Beyonce concert. Ain't that great? Rebel is our inspirational show. I know Beyonce said that she would never do a show like that again. If you guys don't know, she performed that show just 5 months after giving birth to Blue Ivy. Beyonce, I know that was definitely a push and a strain on you, and crazy when you look back on it, but for me, that is pure inspiration. Even when I watch this show now, it's amazing. You were still singing live. You still didn't miss a beat. You was killing it. Just like the soldier and the legend that we knew you were. That's definitely on my list of inspirational shows from you. I watch that and I'll be like, dang, if B can do this 5 months after, I can get up and be on time for work. Beyonce gave us countless festivals throughout this decade. Glastonbury was one of them that I really liked. We got that one at the beginning of the decade. Shout out to my brother Jason. He actually had to hook up on the live stream of that one. I actually got to see that show. I think it came on right before the BET Awards. So I actually got to see it. And then when the BET Awards came, I was sitting back chilling because I was like,
hey, I already seen this performance.
And it was definitely nice. This was the first time we got telephone live too. I remember that, man. That one was a jump. Of course, you guys know Beyonce didn't stop of Made in America while she was on her Mrs. Carter show, which I thought that was really cool. We got to see her in the shortcut hair when she was letting us know that we was getting EXO video soon. And then also she did Made in America again for her birthday when we got a live stream on Tidal. That show was sickening. That's when she started mixing in the Beyonce on beat and just killing it. Like festival shows are great. Of course, Coachella, you guys, I've talked about this over and over again. I was able to attend Coachella. I'm leaving a link down in the comment section, talk about the experience of that. But Coachella was just groundbreaking. I'm still thankful. Thank you, Lord, so much for allowing me to be on the DVD. Thank you, Lord, for answering that prayer. And then we get into Global Fest. We got two major Global Fests. I know she did it once when we got the Ed Sheeran remix for the Drunken Love. And then, of course, she did it with Jay-Z in Africa for the whole On the Run 2 experience for them overseas. Wish we would have actually gotten a live stream complete of that because she, did different renditions of different songs like Halo. I would like to see this show in complete HD with the added features, especially her outfit, man. Don't play. Now, Beyonce gave us two Shut It Down Super Bowl performances. Her first one was she performed at the Super Bowl. I actually missed this performance. I was working at Little Caesars that night, but I definitely enjoyed seeing it. But one that I did not miss was when she did Formation for the first time. Just iconic. The blackness, the Black Panther, the Michael Jackson, my sister screaming in the background about, oh my God, natural hair. Even the whole boycott that tried to happen after it. That's just funny. She's definitely gone down in history. Beyonce gave immaculate Super Bowl performances and definitely has to be in anybody's top 5 recollection of the Super Bowl performance easily. If I had to describe the albums that Beyonce gave us in this past decade in one word, 4 would be masterpiece. 4 would definitely have to be masterpiece. Because that is such a masterpiece of art. Her voice was growing and just getting more grit and grovel, and that album just sounds like love. It is my personal favorite Beyonce album. It's just great. It is art in almost its purest form. One word to describe self-titled, groundbreaking, because Beyonce shattered the music industry when it comes to days to release albums, when it came to visual albums, and just the whole way that people was receiving music. It was groundbreaking. She definitely shook the music industry to their core with this surprise album and set the precedent for surprise albums. So yeah, groundbreaking. Lemonade definitely would have to be honest, and I feel like this is probably, and I know Beyonce has been honest in her previous records, but this is probably the most honest she's ever been with us because we actually know what it is that she's talking about. I mean, we don't know complete details, but we know throughout the whole album she ain't talking about no random dude that's messing with her, or she ain't taking bits and pieces of other people's stuff. She's talking about her relationships, and then she's bringing her blackness to the forefront. I love it. Definitely great. The best thing about this live album is, for starters, Beyonce is she's one of the only artists, and I say this a lot, she's one of the only artists that can put out a live album and it just sounds incredible. I mean, she sounds great live. She does different live renditions of her classic songs. I personally think that there's no reason for us to get a greatest hits album at least for another 10-15 years, because this is basically it if anybody was trying to do a greatest hits album. She went through all of her classics on this album, and just hearing her sing these songs live and bringing it to live and give it more she's able to capture that whole feeling that you get when you're at a concert and you're listening to it live, and her vocals sound amazing. You get to really tell like how well her voice sounds with no studio production. It's really great. For the gift, Africa, that would have to be the only word I can use to describe that, because I feel like it's a love letter to Africa, and it gives you everything that you're supposed to receive from Africa. The love of your melanin, the empowerment, the inspiration, the great beats, the sound, the quality, everything. Like, that album is, yes, just, Africa. Everything is love, victory, man. Because that particular album, I'm so thankful for it. That was definitely a moment in time, but that album is very, very inspirational. For me, it's another one of them albums that I'm using right now in this current state of my life for my grind to get to the next level. And I feel like this album is going to age significantly well. And this album is going to be talked about for years and years to come. And people are going to really be thankful for it, because I'm definitely thankful we received it. Beyonce gave us not one, not two, but 3 kids. I would have never guessed that Beyonce would have 3 kids by the end of the decade. And just the way she had them, not only did she have 3 kids, she had a daughter first. So we got to love and enjoy the fact that it was just Beyonce and her daughter, Blue Ivy. And her name is Blue Ivy, just like her mom's name. Don't get me started. And then we not only get another child, but we get twins. Like Beyonce, not only are you the baddest to ever do it, but you gonna pop out twins on these. It's like, oh, and it's a boy and a girl. Oh, Beyonce has a son, you guys. That whole holiday picture, so much swag. Oh, so much swag in that picture. Like, just going down to the details of it. Do you see Beyonce? Mama B is sitting there with glasses on, got her foot pointed out in a dancer position, no shoes on. And got Blue sitting there in her braids looking cute, holding her dad's hand like, yes, you a daddy's girl. Rumi sitting there like, hey, I'm here. And then Serge sitting on Jay-Z's lap with his hair matching his daddy with that facial expression. Just too much swag in one picture. Life is but a dream. Her first real documentary that she put out give us a more inside look at her thoughts and the different things that she's going. I'm so thankful for Life is But a Dream, because like she revealed in her Elle magazine, opened up the door for Self-Titled, for Lemonade, and for documentaries being Beyonce's way of promoting her albums and her projects and letting her people in versus having to do interviews. So you're able to get exactly what Beyonce meant, exactly what she wanted, and you get feels of inspiration and all type of things that she adds into the documentaries. For her to go in the studio with Kelly and Michelle and go ahead and give us a new Destiny's Child album. We're excited as the fans. We're waiting for it. I'm really interested to see how they're gonna take it to the next level, how they're gonna step it up. You know, Destiny's Child was an R&B girl group with some splashes of pop, not extreme pop, but you know, splashes of pop in their music. They were women empowerment. They were definitely coming with the styles and the different looks. So I'm just excited to see exactly where this goes, how their harmonies are gonna sound. On Destiny Fulfilled, the last run of Destiny's Child, everybody was on the same level and everybody was able to do amazing performances live and everything. So I'm really excited to see have everybody come back together, because they haven't dropped the ball the last 2 times we've seen them together, which was definitely on the Super Bowl and at Coachella. We're not gonna allow any disrespect to come to Michelle in any type of way during this era, but I'm ready to sit front row at this tour, and definitely want to get some more videos from The Lion King. Beyonce, trust me, the Hive is not gonna be upset if you drop Move Forever video tomorrow. I've already heard some whisperings that there is already a video done for already, so yeah, we definitely need more videos for the Lion King soundtrack album. I'm excited to see what Beyonce is at the end of this decade. I'm speaking into existence. By the end of this decade, I'm gonna interview Beyonce on Toni Approved. I'm putting that out there in the universe, man. But there's so much more that she did throughout this decade, and I want to hear from you guys. This is your time to chime in. I need you guys to drop down in the comment section. Let me know your favorite moments from the last decades, different things that Beyonce did that just got you all excited, what you're looking for the most in this upcoming decade. And one final thing that I want to actually address was a tweet that came out that basically emphasized the whole thing of we should allow the King of Pop title to stay with Michael Jackson versus trying to give that title to Beyonce now that she's technically the Michael Jackson of the time. It was an interesting debate as to what she should be called, because Michael Jackson has the title of King of Pop and that was cemented with him. We should give her a new title. And I feel like from now on, we need to quit calling her the King of Pop, new Michael Jackson. No, Beyonce is strictly the Queen of Music.